Welcome back guys to a new video. Now today I've got an update of what is going on with sponsored mods for you guys, as well as 2 new mods that have been added to the program, which is really awesome because it always gets quite exciting because it shows that sponsored mods is still getting love and loads of modders are still working on bringing some to the console and as an official mod for the PC too. Now, if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like because it really does help me out, and make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. That would be brilliant. And if you'd like to follow me on Twitter and Instagram for any more ARK news, the links will always be in the description down below to that. But we're going to be getting straight in with the video, talking about sponsored mods. I'm really excited. The first part, which I'm going to talk about now, is to people that might not know what sponsored mods are. I'm going to explain what it is, and then we're going to be getting into the 2 new ones that are going to be coming, that have been added to the program, and then the potential of them coming to console and the PC official mod. So, the first thing I'm going to say is, if you don't know what sponsored mods are basically where a modder in the ARK community creates a mod, and, you know, it's a pretty, you know, like something unique, something that hasn't been done before, and Wildcard will find it and say, and try it out themselves and say, you know what, this actually has, like, a really good potential to come to the console or the PC in the future. So, if they think it's good enough, they'll say, okay, would you like to come and join the sponsored mods program? And obviously, modders aren't going to turn that down because I think they get a little bit of money when they join the sponsored mod program, and then they work on it and work on it and work on it, and whatever mods start to show out the best to the guys, you know, the guys at Wildcard, will be brought onto the Xbox One and the PS4 and the PC later on with updates and stuff like that. Whereas, you know, Ragnarok was released as a DLC, and that was actually a sponsored mod before. It wasn't something created by Wildcard. The Ragnarok mod team created that, so they thought, you know what, this map is good enough, we're going to bring that onto console now. So there's so many that could have potential to be released in the future. So we're going to be actually getting into it now. Sponsored mods update. So it's the time of the month where we introduce new and exciting mods from the community. This month we are happy to introduce some pretty unique mods to the program. During the course of the program, we've seen our share of maps, structure mods, and even a total conversion, where there's actually 2 total conversions. Which there is the Moon Survival, and there's also the Dragon Punk one, which is really awesome. We get excited when we see game modes like Urban Deathmatch, or really well thought out ideas like Zoology, I think I've got that right, get published. So they're the new ones that have been added to the game. So it's a game mode, which is Urban Deathmatch, and also a new idea, which is Zoology. So we're going to be getting into what Urban Deathmatch is right now. As you can see, this is what it looks like on the screen. So, we've always thought that ARK could serve as a good foundation for a team deathmatch mod. Those who aren't new to the modding scene might remember Tribe Wars and the pre-match that started in a team deathmatch setting. Urban Deathmatch might be the choice for those who are looking for a similar game mode. Spawn areas are determined, and each spawn is predetermined, and each spawn area has 6 crates that can be used to gear up your players. Be sure to give this a look if you are looking for some awesome fun events to host on your server. Since this mod is a map extension, it shouldn't affect any of your existing saves. So, Urban Deathmatch is like having a team deathmatch in ARK Survival Evolved. I actually think this sounds like a good idea. Now, personally, I wouldn't play it as much. Like, you know, it's because, you know, it's just similar to playing, like, if you go on to, like, Call of Duty or something, you do team deathmatches. You know, having, like, that in the game is always a great option. I definitely would try it out if it got released onto, you know, the console or the PC. And you can always try it out now. If you are on the PC, you can play any of the sponsored mods that have been released, which is pretty awesome. But, you know, I would definitely give it a go. And I think a team deathmatch mode, like different modes in ARK, could be quite cool. Like different, so you can choose your mods, and then you choose if you want to do a team deathmatch or you want to do whatever, maybe capture the flag. Well, something like that would be pretty cool. So that is the first one, and if you want to see a little bit more into it, we are actually on the Urban Deathmatch Steam Workshop page, as you can see. And you can see different pictures here of what it looks like, you know, of how it's going to work, of the way the guys have actually created it. It's like a little map here with buildings and stuff in. It looks like Gary's mod or something, like, if you guys know what I mean. But maybe there's different places you can do it, and, you know, it sounds like it drops different loots and stuff like that, so you know, you can start off with a different armor and everything. So definitely think it sounds like a great idea. I want to try and move this along a bit, but it's been a bit, there we go. Okay, so different types of pictures here that you haven't seen. There's also a video, so I will be leaving the link in the description down below to the this page here, so you can find out a little bit about the mod if you want to look into it a bit more in general as well. But very nice. would love to see this potentially come to the console and the PC in the future as an official mod. Definitely great work there. So, moving on to the second one, we have Zoology, which when I first saw this, it jumped straight at me. Like, it made me think, wow, okay, this looks awesome. I'm really, really excited for this. So, we're going to be scrolling down. As I said, I'll be leaving the links to all of, the new mods in this video in the description down below, to their pages and everything. So, if you want to find out a little bit more about that, their links will be in the description. So, we were really impressed when we got to check out Zoology. It's one of these mods that just makes sense. It adds an element of discovery to the creatures that you'll encounter on the island. Ultimately, it changes how they act and behave and adds new refreshing ways of interacting with wild and tamed creatures. There's a lot going on with this mod, but especially wild and tame creatures have a level of morale and can suffer from stress, and they're intelligent enough, some of them, to flee from their predators, and predators will only hunt when hungry. It's like a total conversion for like the behavioural system of the creatures. That's all for this month. We'll continue to keep an eye out for the mods that are original and creative. We sincerely appreciate all the efforts seen from the modding community. So these are the two new mods. Now this one, Zoology, sounds so cool. Massive shout out to the guys who actually created this. So it's like creatures and dinos are more clever now. Like, they've got an actual, like, you know how raptors in, if you guys have seen Jurassic Park, which I suppose that everyone who's watched my channel has seen Jurassic Park and Jurassic World and stuff. Raptors were meant to be one of the most clever dinos back in the day. So having, like, they're not very clever in ARK, are they? They just run at you and they completely attack you so fast. And they don't, dinos in general in ARK aren't very clever. They do silly things. They climb up walls and end up walking into walls for ages and getting stuck in a mountain or something. Whereas on this, predators will only actually hunt when they're hungry, and some of them will actually flee from their predators instead of just walk straight towards them. And as soon as they walk they don't actually run from their predators until they're attacked. So say a parasaur is just walking casually, a T-Rex is obviously going to attack it, and it will only start to run once the T-Rex starts chasing it, and it's going to be game over. It's very rare to see a parasaur get away. Maybe they'll get one away from a T-Rex, but from like a raptor and stuff, that is not happening. So it's really awesome, and I would love this to actually come to console and PC. So these are a few little pictures of it. So you've got Zoology, you've tamed a dodo, and you've learned an engram of basic pet handling certificate. This is it. So can't study this dino yet. So there's different little features like studying the dillo, or you already know the dodo. What is this? So loyalty icons, no loyalty on the left to a dino that would die, and for you on the right. So it's like a loyalty thing, which is also awesome as well. Tribe dino settings, creature ownership, and tame settings. And this little book looks pretty awesome. It says Smelly Beast. I definitely feel like having new mods created for the community and sponsored mods is awesome. So excited to see something new added in. I mean, usually this happens every month or so that we see some new sponsored mods added into the program. But personally, guys, I think now it's ready to have the next sponsored mod brought onto the console and the PC. There is loads of them at the moment, and if we actually go to the sponsored mod program right now and see how many are now on there, if we go to sponsored mods, and as you can see, they haven't actually been added yet, but they'll be added to this list very soon. There's so many right now on the program itself. As you can see, if we actually scroll up from the bottom, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, it doesn't count Ragnarok. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 sponsored mods. And obviously Structure Plus is going to be coming possibly in the core game. But that means, let's say, sum it up to 15. Add these two new ones. That's 7. There's two new ones. Let's just go with 17 or 18 sponsored mods. There is a lot. So I feel like it's time now to have a new one added in. I mean, I don't know how all the mods are doing. We know that Dragon Punk is going to be coming in 2018, so that's not going to be coming next. But definitely seeing a bunch of these added into the game, I'm hoping to see very soon. All that we know at the moment is the DLC in 2018 will be coming out, so I doubt it will be one of these sponsored mods. I really 100% doubt it. But I'm hoping some of these will be coming out as free mods throughout the year in 2018. That'd be nice to see something at the end of 2017, but I couldn't tell you guys that. But hopefully we can see some of these come very soon. There is amazing sponsored mods on at the moment, and I cannot wait to see the progression of them. And I always am seeing on Twitter. Make sure to go check all these sponsored mods out on Twitter, guys, because they just post constant progression on everything, how the mod's going, and seeing when there's a new tweet of one of these mods just knows that it's getting closer and closer to maybe one day making it as an official mod. Anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram for loads more like ARK news and stuff. I hope it will help you out. But which sponsored mod do you like to see? Make sure to let me know down in the comments. Here we go, and I hope you did enjoy.